and welcome to the fourth and final part of my next war Vietnam playthrough. And we're going to play a last fourth part of the scenario and the last turn as well. And let's see how the situation works. I think that Vietnam is still not on the worst position, because despite the heavy losses, China will still put some serious effort into capturing any of the Hanoi hexes. But let's start from the beginning. So we are starting with weather phase, and we have to make a roll to see what weather is going to be in this turn. So let's make a roll. It is 3, so weather is clear. This is good. And next we have supply phase. Alright. So I think I forgot to set one thing in the previous supply phases. A supply can be traced through the 2 non-road hexes, as long as they are not prohibited for the motorized movement. So these units would normally still have supply, and these units will have supply as well, because they are 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And the problem is with this unit, but it has road connection with this hex, so it is fine. Okay. And now let's carry on with initiative Naval Phase. And this is important to remember that no player has initiative in this turn. This is contested turn. Next we have to make rolls for air points. So this is 4 turn. So let's make a roll first for China. It is 4. It is 10 points. Very good. And now for Vietnam. Oh, it is not bad actually. 1 means 7 points. Wow, it is pretty good. But we have to subtract 4 because of 4 air points destroyed. So Vietnam has 3 air points. It is 10 minus 3. It is 7. 7 plus... Sorry. It is 10 plus 8, it is 18, minus 7, it is 11. So it's still superiority, but not supremacy. Alright, and next we are moving into sea stuff. So let's carry on. We have Gulf of Tonkin controlled both inshore box and at season, so we don't have to roll. And next we have to roll for inshore for South China Sea inshore box. It is 4. We have -1 because of the surface action group, -1 because of the air superiority, and -2 because of the difference with submarine threat and anti-submarine warfare. So it remains in China control. And now for Spartlis. We have -1 for air superiority and -2 for sub-threat. So we have -3 and it is 4. So Spartlis are under China control. And now for at sea zones. First Gulf of Tonkin. Oh, it is clear that it is Chinese. Now for South China Sea, 7. -1 for surface operation group, so it is 6. -1 for air superiority, so it is 5. And -2 for submarine threat, so it is 3. So still it is contested. And now Spartlis, 0, so it is China controlled. Alright, so that's all when it comes to the naval control stuff, and we can move onto the board. And we have basic movement and combat phase. So no initiative stuff, we are just with one movement and combat phase for each side. I actually think it will be very hard, or even maybe impossible, for Chinese units to capture at last 2 Hanoi hexes. Why? Because all of them are well defended. So let's start. I'm moving this unit here, this unit here, and maybe not. Maybe this unit will go out, and they will move here, while they will be taken away of this place. And I think that's all for now, for here. And my cunning plan to attack from 3 directions failed because of this unit here that blocks my movement. I cannot move here because I can move with my mechanized units through the major river only through the bridge, and there's no bridge here. In the advanced game you can build your own bridges, but you can't do it in the standard game. So I think that that despite their tactical successes, Chinese forces are still not in very good situation. I can stack only 2 units here, so it is not enough to make a successful attack on this hex, and I cannot move here because this is marsh, and as for marsh, it takes 8 points for mechanized units to step here, or 6 for motorized units to move here. So maybe I would be able to move this unit here. 1, 6. Okay, so it is here. These guys will move here. They will move. No, they cannot move because this hex, so they would 1, 2, and not enough to enter this hex. That's bad, that's very bad. So let them stay where they are. I cannot, normally I wouldn't even dare to run such risky attacks, but well, I have to do something. At last I have to try. Alright, so I think that's all. Oh, maybe... No, they are all... No, okay, so let's launch our suicidal, I believe, attacks on the China. Sorry, on the Vietnamese capital city. Okay, so let's start here. I am attacking this hex from these 2 hexes. So this is urban hex, and urban hex. Leg units have their strength doubled when defending in urban hexes. So we have 4, 6, 4, 10, 16 against 12, 18, and 18 plus 6, 24. So it is 2 to 1, sorry, 1 to 2 in the urban hex. It already looks bad. Now we have to choose our leading units. 5, 5, 5. So let's choose this Hanoi PSDF. So they have 5, and this will be a leading force for Vietnam. Sorry, for China. It will be 6 against 5. So we have +1. Next I'm going to use my artillery. I forgot to flip it in the previous turn. So I have +1, so it's still 1.5 to 1. Very low odds. And next we have to make rolls for our air support. I'm going to use 4 air points of the China. 1, 2, 3, 4. And make a roll. 6, so I have -4. And now the question is if my aircopters are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yes, I can use my combat helicopters. So I have another -1. It is -5. It is not bad. Not bad. Now I have to check for Vietnam. Vietnam is going to use 1 air point. 4. It is -1 because of the enemy mechanized units. So it is 3. So it is airborne. Nothing happened. So let's make a roll, but because I think that's all. Yes, that's all. 5 minus 5 is 0. It is 1, 1, retreat. So each side suffers 1 step loss. So this unit is eliminated. This unit is eliminated because it is one-sided unit. And now Vietnam units have to retreat. So the only safe road for them is here, I believe, or here. Yes, they can, because this is a bridge, so they can move here freely. And now these Chinese units are entering Hanoi. So let's place a clearing counter. So it worked. We managed to capture 1 Hanoi hex, so far 1. So we need to have at last 2 to win. Okay, so next battle goes here, and it will be harder. Why? Because this is there is a major river here. So this strength of these units will be halved. So we have 3, 5, 7, 13. 13 against 20, 26. So it is 1 to 2 in the urban hex. And next I'm going to use this unit as a leading force. It has combat efficiency of 6, but Hanoi division also has 6. So we have no column shift for combat efficiency. I'm going to use my artillery, so I will have +1, so it's 1 to 1. I'm spending another 4 of the air points. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have to make a roll. 4. It is fine, so I have -4. And then I'm going to use my combat helicopters, but I need to check if they are in the range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. They are. 4. So I have -5. Vietnam decides to use their 2 remaining air points. 8. Yeah, they did it, I believe. I need to check. It is 8 minus 1 because of the enemy mechanized units, so I have 7. 7, yes, they worked. So I have +2, and now I will try to use my combat helicopter. 4 minus 1 is 3, so I think it's not working. No, it's not working. Even so, these Vietnamese air forces did quite a good job. So let's make a roll. Ooh, 1 minus 3, so it is -2. It is 1, 1, retreat. So each unit suffers 1 step loss. And Vietnamese units have to retreat. So I can this one cannot retreat, so it is eliminated. And this one has to retreat here and there. Now you may ask what I did. This hex is not in the enemy zone of control, because first it is urban hex and next there is a major river, so this hex is not in the enemy zone of control, so I could move through it freely here. Okay, and now time for Chinese units to enter this hex and grab some clearing marker and place it here. So it worked. I am quite surprised because I was almost certain that they will fail to capture these hexes, but well, they did. Well, the rolls were extremely lucky for China. Let's make it clear. Okay, so that's all for China, and now time for Vietnam to shine or not. They don't have much forces to recapture any of these hexes, actually. Yes. It's kind of funny that they just get yet another corpse, but it cannot do much. They are not. They don't have enough strength to recapture any of these hexes because there is a big river here. It is not named. I think this is quite bad. I would like this game to have names for a river. It would be nicer, but it is not. Well, I think Vietnam cannot do much. They are not able to counterattack anywhere. So I think that's all. I'm not going to do anything with Vietnamese units now. So we can move straight into reorganization phase and do these two important clearing operations. If they will both succeed, then China will win. If they won't, well, the situation will be different. So let's start with clearing operation here. What do we have here? It is 4. Oh, not bad. Okay, and now let's take our clearing operations table and let's see how it will work. We have -1 for clearing in Vietnam. Do we have any other installations here? No, we don't have. We are in Hanoi, so we have another -1. We have only mechanized units, so we don't have any bonus for leg and mechanized units. And the difference between efficiency rating and clearing number is 1, so we have +1. So our modifier is -1. So let's make a roll. 7. Wow! Up for China. So this hex is controlled by our brave Chinese soldiers. Alright, and now here. What do we have here is another 4. It is not bad, so but there is an air base, which is an installation, so it will be another problem. So we have -1 for Vietnam, -1 for Hanoi, and -1 for air base. And we have +1 because we have mechanized and leg unit here. So we have -2. It won't be easy. Yeah. They failed. So this hex remains, is not under Chinese control. So this ends our game. As you can see, China was very close to winning. I think I made most things right. I think that the only mistake I made when it comes to the rules was the supply stuff. I forgot about telling you about these two off-road hexes that you can trace your line of supply. So sorry for that. When it comes to the losses, you might be interested about the number of losses of both sides. Well, you can see that China suffered much smaller losses than Vietnam. So I think I made some tactical mistakes while fighting with my Vietnamese units. I think they should be used differently. I believe so. This is my first playthrough of this game, so maybe I made some tactical mistakes. But the battle itself was quite interesting. You can tell the difference between fighting in the jungle and fighting in the open ground. This jungle works quite well for defenders, and I think I would be able to use it better. A problem for Vietnam is that they don't have much reinforcements. The reinforcements arrive from the south, and they are mostly infantry units, so they are very slow, and they can barely do anything, especially if Chinese units will make amphibious assault or paradrop here, and even if they'll suffer some losses, they will be able to slow Vietnamese advance from the south, and because of that Vietnam will be forced to fight with these forces that they had at the beginning of the game, with only these PSDF reinforcements. So that's all when it comes to this scenario. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did, and I think I might record some more Next War Vietnam playthroughs in the future. So see you again next time, and thank you for watching.